Craig the creator shot of a boy named Craig and his two friends, Kelsey and JP, as follow their adventures exploring the nature near Red Creek. After watching every single episode of the show, I've compiled a tier list for a placement for every episode. Welcome to Creek Dynamacy. Hello and welcome back to Creek Dynamacy. Before this video starts, I would really appreciate if you guys like and subscribe and check out the straw poll, as well as check out my demon art and my Twitter, and links are in the description. I also want you to share this with your friends, and by doing all these few things, you're helping me a lot to reach 1,000 subscribers. Let's go. Alright, so this one's Creek Dynamacy was a two-part episode, Winter Break. Since it's December, I try to break, and Christmas is coming up, Saturday, actually, you know, that's pretty insane, really. I try to find a winter-themed episode that at least mentions Christmas. Recently, Locked Out Cold came out, but I only watched it, once so far. It was actually pretty good, but I'm thinking that's gonna work for, a future Creek Dynamacy instead of, right now. So Locked Out Cold isn't here. What about Snow Day? Well, I already talked about Snow Day. It's more about, a 2-hour delay new cliche, actually, and not really about Christmas. And then all the other, winter-themed episodes, they don't really allude to Christmas. It's just, Craig and his friends and family having fun in the snow, and that's it. And then there's Rise and Fall of the Green Poncho, which doesn't really count as a winter-themed episode, but it is pretty cool. So, yeah, by process of elimination, the only episode that at least alludes to Christmas, or at least mentions it once, is Winter Break. Well, it's not an actual Christmas special, Actually, well, it's not an actual Christmas special. It's really the closest thing we have to a Christmas episode, and I actually kind of like this episode. The summary for Winter Break reads: after 2 weeks of winter break, Craig returns to the creek and finds it abandoned, except for Kit and Bobby. He eventually finds JP and very feral Kelsey, who are both mad at him as he spent 2 weeks playing a new video game he got for Christmas instead of heading to the creek to play with them. As they argued, they were alerted by Green Punch and the King Xavier's forces from the other side are launching an attack. Outnumbered and out-snowballed, Craig, Kelsey, and JP cannot mend or split as war continues to loom over them and the creek. That's a pretty specific summary for an episode, if I'm being honest. Okay, good stuff. First, fun fact, this was the King's, I think, first official battle against the creek. Before Capture the Flag, Xavier didn't really know there was another side of the creek until Craig entered the picture. Since then, he's been trying to find a way into the creek, and waiting until winter was the perfect way to do it. But I mean, he didn't really expect Green Punch to still be there, but whatever, it's still pretty smart. I also like how post-apocalyptic the creek had become, over the winter break. Kid has taken shelter at the train tree, Kelsey becomes a straight-up wild animal, JP adopts Lil Chris and takes shelter in a cardboard box, which I like to think may have been one of Carter, the cardboard builder's early cardboard, homes, from the Cardboard Identity lore, Kind of like the whole Carter arc. It's pretty cool. Even if it's all, spread out. What else? I mean, it makes sense when you put it into consideration. And then Craig is the person who's in a coma during the apocalypse and wakes up to see a whole new world. Speaking of JP, I really like his new lumberjack outfit, and how he changed his voice to sound more gruff. Multiple years have passed since Craig was gone. Such a shame it's only temporary. It's all really cool. It's listen to it and you'd be like, whoa, that's awesome. I want if they ever show a time skip to future to what the Creek kids look like in the future, I want JP to have that voice. Come on, come on, give me that. Oh god, so good. I also like how Kit and Bobby appear in this episode. I like how comedic it was when Kit froze Bobby for no reason using a water blaster because it's negative 20 degrees at the creek. That made me laugh out loud. LOL. Also, everyone calling Craig a dirtbag was the recurring joke throughout the whole two-parter. Is always entertaining to me. I mean, when do you ever hear anyone calling Craig a freaking dirtbag? I also like Craig and JP's conversation before they head out to look for Kelsey. Not only is it kind of inspiring, kind of a little inspirited. JP repeating words that Craig said to him is pretty funny. It's both deep and thoughtful and charismatic, but also really comedic, And I also like the Green Poncho's intrusion in this. He's cool as always. He's one of my favorite characters. Just wait until I review the Rise and Fall of the Green Poncho. Just you wait. Alexander Hamilton musical reference, if you didn't pick up on that. Also, the back and forth conversation with Green Poncho and Xavier about having like a big, gigantic acorn knight army is pretty funny. You know, it's like, no, you don't. You don't have 1,000 armies. Oh, what if I did? Well, you don't. But I do. No. Alright, fine, you got me there. Okay, but we're still on time. Okay. I also like the Trouble at the Creek song while Craig and company are like preparing like Snowball. It's kind of a bop, you know. We also get to see more of the champions from the other side's tournament, and they were all pretty cool, especially Blur. He's pretty entertaining. And hey, it's Pro ZD. I also really like how Craig, Kelson, and JP put aside their differences in the end and took down Xavier's army by making like a bunch of snowman army. And then the episode ends with Maya infiltrating the training tree while Kid is talking to her grandma on the phone. That's a pretty cool ending, if anything. It's like foreshadowing to like the Capture the Flag 5-parter where the king eventually takes over the creek and then leads to Capture the Flag. Definitely gonna review that all 5 parts someday. Okay, now onto the gripes of this 2-part episode, and there are quite a few, and they're pretty bad. First off, in the first half, there was a plot about a beast running all around the creek while Craig is gone, and I really liked them, and I really thought that might have been like a plot point in the first half. Like at the end of the first half, Craig, Kelson, and JP defeat the beast, but they still don't fully trust each other. So the second part with King Xavier is supposed to pick it up and fix their friendship and have them take down Xavier, but instead it's just Kelsey. It's not the biggest issue, as I said earlier, that I liked Feral Kelsey. It's pretty cool. It's just that I wished it went differently. I also kind of wish JP held on to his lumberjack outfit and his deep man voice a bit longer, because I really like those like little things. Like I mentioned that before, so it's not that big of an issue. It definitely made it look like he had changed the most during winter break. And ironically, even though it's a major plot point of the whole dang 2-parter, I didn't really like the arguments between Craig, Kelson, and JP. It's not like it's like a brand new plot point in an episode before. We've had those kinds of episodes in Ace of Squares, The Future's Cardboard, Big Pinchy, if you want to count him as that, and Jake. Oh, I hit the microphone. And Jacob of the Creek. I'm gonna review that episode when I talk about the worst episodes, and I'm gonna tell you how trash that episode is. I'm sorry to like the people who worked on it. I hope all of you like. I know all of you work really hard, but like still, I hate it. I don't like that episode. Jacob of the Creek, up, down, really down. It's not my least favorite episode. I'll tell you what least favorite episode that is, but it's still pretty bad. Like, oh my god. So it's not like, yeah, so like out of all those like past episodes I mentioned, it's not like this is like a brand new plot for like a brand new episode. So I guess that this time the arguments are dialed out to 100 because they issued the plot point where Craig flaked out on Kelson JP to play his new Slide the Fair game. But are you really telling me it took Craig a whole 2 weeks to play and complete his game and then go to the creek and see how everyone's doing? That's just like kind of like crazy. But I mean, this is a show where like a freaking game of Jinx can go to Super Saiyan levels, so I don't know why I'm talking. Yeah, but yeah, if I were Craig, I'd probably put the game down a few times and check out some stuff on TV, maybe like a phone or the internet, maybe get like a Dr. Pepper if I feel like it. And if nothing interesting's happening, then I'll get back to playing. And the episode makes it look like it's all Craig's fault. For causing controversies with friends. But really, all of them are at fault here. True, Craig did flake out on them. That was kind of a bad chess play. But it's also Kelsey and JP's fault for not going directly to Craig's house to check on him. It's not like they haven't done that at all in the show before, because they have. Yeah, there's been like multiple episodes, well, some episodes, not all of them. Like, yeah, technically some. There's been some episodes where they go to Craig's house, and then Craig either lets them in or joins them. And so, yeah, they can just do that. What the frick? Okay. Yeah, so like, yeah, they could have went to his house, then one of Craig's parents or siblings answers the door, and then they go inside and snap Craig out of it. So why couldn't they have done that? Really, the only person who's right in these arguments in Winter Break is the Green Poncho. Go figure. And it's also pretty stupid that Kelsey and JP ended their friendship just because Craig wasn't there. It's not like they haven't been at the creek without Craig before, because they have. Did I just repeat the same line with different words? I know it's all explained why they're arguing with each other, and being honest, it's kind of stupid why all of them are just like, why they each have reasons for like why they're not friends anymore. But to me, it's all so frustrating and repetitive and stupid. It's just like, this is like the thing that I'm strongly adamant against in the episode. It doesn't bring the episode substantially down, but it's really there. it's really there. It's all really irrational and like terrible, to be honest. It's not like, it doesn't bring it down for me. It's just a really bad flaw in the episode. And that's Winter Break. A pretty awesome two-part, if I do say so myself. It had some pretty good ups, but not so good downs. Primarily from the arguments. Those suck, literally. I know you all work really hard on it, but I don't like those arguments. Like, come on. I don't know. Craig, Gillis, and JP arguing and bickering the whole two-parter really brings it down for me. Like, really down. That's why it's on the verge of either being a 9 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10 for me. But luckily, it manages to hold on tight, so Winter Break gets a 9 out of 10. But, like, the bottom of the 9 out of 10s. Like right on, like, around the lid of, like, the lid is, like, the 9 out of 10s, and, like, the cup is, like, the 8 out of 10. So, it's right on, it's like, circling around on the lid, not inside the cup. So it's right on the line, sort of. That's why it's at the bottom of the 9 out of 10s. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out my Puzzle and Strapple. Check out my Demoner and my Twitter. Christmas is coming up. Next video will be on December 24th, and it'll be the last episode of Skyrim Spotlight. Shocking, I know, but like I'll get into it when that episode does come out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate around this time.